Pop metal.
Back this Hop Smell Show is Hop,
String.
and I've got a treat for String. And we all know that we lost Eddie Van Halen last year.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Van Halen is. I heard somebody say the other day that there was two guitarists that changed the guitar world in rock music, and that was Jimi Hendrix and Eddie Van Halen, which I would agree with that.
I would agree with that.
But I think it's John Doyle. I hope I ain't butchering his name, but he follows us on Facebook. He had posted Eruption by Lucky Morpheus on the violin. So, of course, I cheated. I went and watched it, and I was like, "Cheater! This has got to come to the table." String is going to freak out when he sees
I'm going to
this.
like it, I'm sure.
So, thanks, John, for bringing this to me so I could share it to love. I mean, share it to love. He's not here, and String and all our fans.
Who is here? I'm here.
Because we know there's some unlucky Morpheus fans, and we haven't visited this band for a while.
Yeah,
I figured
it's been a minute for them.
what better way to explore this band than this? Mm-hmm. And this just shows how powerful Eddie Van Halen was. I mean, this is, even in Japan, Eddie Van Halen was.
Oh yeah, I mean he's been influenced to thousands and thousands of thousands of guitarists and musicians in general. Not just, he's just one of those guys that was like, holy crap! Like if you were growing up during, the early '80s or even late '70s, and it's like, holy shit! Like this dude's smoking.
He's for real.
Yeah. So.
And and I was telling him, I'd heard a podcast that they'd asked Zach Wild when he had seen Van Halen. He said, "You're not gonna believe this, but he's like, I actually seen him when Gary Sharon was with him with Van Halen 3." And he said
worst of the Van Halen shows, but
and he was down. He's like, we just happened to be there doing press, and he said Eddie was there, so I hooked up with him the night before the show. And he said we come back to the room, and all Eddie wanted to do was play my bullseye guitar with the chains, that MBS guitar. So he said,
here you go.
Eddie, being a chain smoking fool that he was, he said, but it was like the greatest memory ever was we just jammed Zeppelin tunes, and
that'd be
cool.
Yeah, something that would hold a spot in your heart right there for a long time.
So, I was like, well, Zach's got one of the coolest stories ever. Mm-hmm. Even though he'd only seen him one time, that was worth it there.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just, even though, we've seen some bands several times, but, you always have maybe one show that sticks out more so than any of the other ones. And then sometimes we've seen one show. Sometimes it's been good, sometimes it's been bad, but, definitely that'd be, even if it was a bad show, you had that memory.
But
that maybe made that whole night worth it,
Yeah, and I saw Van Halen one time. I got to see him with Sammy. It was on Balance Tour, and it was unreal.
Oh, I'm sure.
Freaking real.
We know Gary's a very good singer, but the stuff that I heard as Van Halen with him, I just was not impressed with that. And it could have been totally different live. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, but with Sammy being the front man, Sammy's one of the.
Oh, he's a front man.
Other than Finding Fountain Youth, I don't know how the man stays so young looking, but
that dude's incredible.
It still sounds good. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go with this because I'm sure String's gonna like the hell out of this. So here you go. Here's a little Eruption on a violin by Lucky Morpheus. And we'll dedicate this one to John. So what'd you think?
I gave me cold chills twice during that song. That was good.
She
I enjoyed that.
freaking nailed it.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
But it just shows Eddie's influence on
Oh
the
yeah,
world.
I mean, and obviously she's not playing guitar. And
Yeah.
she tore it up just like it was a guitar.
I mean, yeah, it gave me, when the first time I heard it, I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, that's freaking
That
awesome.
was awesome.
So I know we haven't explored, this is one of the bands I remember we got into once or twice.
Yeah, and it's been a while since we.
And yeah, and I think we really dug them.
I liked them. I mean,
But I don't know
I don't
why
know that
they
did we not
just-
really get any more suggestions to check out any other stuff,
Or did
we just
something-
fall through the cracks and we missed it, or what? I don't know, but I mean, I'm definitely down to try some.
Yeah, I
more,
would
so,
like to try another
Yeah.
one. I guess send it in. I just know when this come up, I was like, I got these guys got to check this out.
Yeah, that's definitely kick ass.
But I guess we gonna keep this one short because actually the video was only 155.
155, yeah, so that was pretty
We was
quick.
almost
I mean,
gonna go. Oh, well, I thought about doing a twofer, but I was like under the covers. But everybody's heard Eruption,
Yeah,
100 times.
Yeah,
So.
that'd be kind of. I mean, it's like who you pick.
Yeah, I mean, we
Which
already
one
know-
do you go with?
We already know Eddie Van Halen's
Yeah.
great, so we don't need to tell anybody,
Yeah.
tell any of y'all. Y'all already know.
We'll just leave greatness alone
Yeah.
on that one. I mean, but obviously this was pretty.
Yeah,
good.
this
Kick
was
ass, too,
freaking awesome. So everybody check this out and check this band out. I mean, they're
Yeah.
a really good band. If this is the first thing you stumble across, go check out
mean,
some of those.
This is maybe not the best representation of the band
No.
themselves, but this is definitely showcasing her skill
Oh, yeah.
right there. Pretty
Yeah.
straightforward right there.
So
but,
yeah, and I'm telling you, from what I remember, all this stuff that comes from over there is just
yeah.
there's
It's
talent is unreal.
yeah. I mean, it's not just Japan. I mean, there's plenty of other.
Yeah.
I mean, all around the world, there's just so many talented bands. It's just a lot of them we just haven't came across yet.
And it might be one of them things where we fell down this rabbit hole. I remember the Japan rabbit hole, and it was just overwhelming.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
it was just so
it was
much
like we
stuff.
fell down in there, and then it was like all these
Just stuff
zombies,
just rolled in.
just like all the zombies hit us with. That's
Requests.
probably not the best representation of what I'm trying to get across, but it's just like we just got bombarded with all this Japanese music.
So
that
you're just pulling out stuff
yeah.
here and there and seeing what sticks. And Bandmade and Maximum were the two
Oh,
heavy
yeah.
hitters.
Oh,
But this one, we do get some requests for this. So I figure they're a bigger band too. But anyway, you want to just
Yep, let's
roll on out of
get
here?
out here. Maybe get a couple more excellent done.
This is so short. Y'all stay safe, stay strong.
Stay healthy.